major surgeries, and it's always the rich white people are like, hi, I just switched my surgery to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is not a hair appointment. This is not like I'm doing my nails or we're tweezing our eyebrows. This is real surgery. Like, you're crazy. I'm running a little late. They don't want to wait, but they will be 5 hours delayed for their appointment. They're like, you can't squeeze me in. Bitch, yeah, for $2,200, I'm going to make it work, but I'm not happy. Hate people. Of course I'm going to take the money. What you going to do? Come on in. You late?
I'm trying to save some food so I can stun on the camera, but
yeah, no.
I don't know.
Well, just give me a second.
That's too much. Maybe.
Do this. Was everything edible? I didn't want to do too much seasoning, so if it was a little bland, I apologize. You understand what I'm saying? Because we have people who have certain issues.
We're all older, eating moderated diets, low sodium. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I try. Like a white rice probably isn't the best. It's brown rice, but brown rice is more difficult to cook. It's like if you don't do it, it takes a little bit longer. But if you don't get it right, then it's like couscous, and everyone's not crazy about it. I don't want the couscous part. It's very complicated, you know?
Brown rice and cooked right, I can't take that shit.
It's disgusting.
That's true too.
I was spitting that shit out.
Wait,
that's true. It's not hard to cook though.
What'd you say though? What don't you like? So I know not to make it?
Brown rice, if it's not cooked right.
Oh yeah, you can't do it. No, you can't do it.
You know what I like?
What?
Miso salmon.
I can do that for you.
Miso salmon, that shit, if you know how to make that, see that right there?
I can do that for you. That's easy. No
Yo,
problem.
no, I'm gonna keep it real. Don't do it for me.
No, do it for me.
I'm gonna tell you why. A woman that make good,
I want to play it like play it.
good miso salmon, that shit would like turn me the fuck on. Like,
I'm done.
I would fuck her in my brain. I would have sex with her in my brain. That's why I don't want to make her make herself.
Don't do it.
Because if I can think her apart, I'm gonna vomit. I'm not.
This is a mess. Let me just say this. Salmon, I was very disappointed when we were at the hotel. Not the hotel. That comes across completely crazy. When we were shooting the video, we were at the hotel.
No, tell the truth. Me and you was in the hotel.
Yo, this all should be on camera. I'm so
I
tight
seen
right
some
now.
hotel pictures.
Yeah.
Show me my leg was up like this. Hey yo.
That whole thing was a great day. It was a great day. We had beautiful weather. We needed it to rain. We got that. Like, who? What? What happened?
I don't know. I got it off. I didn't want to cut it off.
What do you mean? Cut it on. That's what you did.
Come on, take it.
Brian.
It's a joke.
Good God.
He's getting it. He's working. He's at work.
Yeah, it's the whole
Man,
process.
good.
Whenever you're ready, Matt. We're ready. We're ready when you're ready.
This is
All right.
Bath City right now.
5,
You good? You good, boo? Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we back, Paper Rock Live. You already know we do what we do.
Do it again.
Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we back. Welcome to Paper Rock Live, where everything is live.
Absolutely. It's just me here chilling with my partner in crime, Spliff Star. We have Mr. THUNNY Brown. Oh my God, THUNNY Brown on deck. I have a little bit of a slur. But one half of the Fuck Outta Here podcast, we just hung out with the first half a few minutes ago. Oh, he's eating. Is he eating now? I don't know where he's at. Okay, that's great. How's the welcome first and foremost? Okay.
Thank you.
How's the food? How's the food?
It's great. It's great.
I'm happy. You're happy.
Yeah,
It's delicious, B. And healthy. It's good for you. It's good and good for you.
Thank you. That's very important, kids. We're all getting older, and I have certain. I don't know if when you walk and you bend up and in bed, there's creaks and stuff that weren't there. I'll be 40 next year. That's a little bit aggravating, and I feel my body kind of breaking down. So it's more important to cut back on the liquor, which is still a work in progress, and eat healthier. So that's
Health as well.
absolutely. Oh, here he goes. Here we go.
So, welcome to the party.
Stuck B's back. All right, we can get back to live action now that we have the two of you here. So first and foremost, thank you for coming. We did put new mic condoms on, so we're here in a sterile environment. Okay, very
Where's Jill
important.
Scott at when we need her?
Say it again, Jill Scott.
Where's Jill Scott?
You know, I've
No,
been
the
missing
mic.
her. Oh, absolutely. I haven't forgotten, and I'm sure Spliff knows exactly.
Yo, I got just got them in my phone. Everybody.
Really?
That's the homie.
Nice.
Let us know when y'all bringing her on the show, all right?
She's, let me tell you something.
So,
She is so sweet, bro. As a person, spirit, everything. And then when you look at her beauty, be like, I don't, you know, they be like, big women. That's one big beauty I love. She is her skin, her smile, her eyes, dog.
Do you see this dude on the Twitter jump out the window the other day? Some professional athlete apparently didn't know how sexy she was and how the world was riding for her. And was like, yo, why is she a thing? Why they still feeling? Yo, wrong with you? Somebody should have boxed his face.
Who this?
I don't know.
What's
I
his
don't got
name?
his name in memory.
Hey, boy, I'm 7 boxing on your face, boy. I need it, man.
Yo. Jill Scott.
Hey, yo, you talk against Jill Scott. Yo, mind, lovey, wubby, chubby, curvy, and wordy.
My boy.
Every time that boy there, leave him in 2 basement with 2 jerk chicken. Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It really need to go. When they shut him
Yeah,
down.
look at Jenna like,
I
oh
don't
my
know what's
God.
going on. It just
Nah, he said somebody was talking bad about Jill Scott. You can't do that to the queen.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I do that.
I think it's your
Nah,
fault.
can't do
Because
that.
now I'm just thinking about the whole microphone thing
I
and
was-
how ironic. It's
Mike.
just, it's, you know, that. Thank you for that, because that's going to be a.
I show you how the mind works. That's how we connect
not
the
mad at
dots
that.
right there.
You know, you have to be aware of how to handle certain situations, or you're going to be single forever. That's what I'm saying to you. Everything's practice makes perfect. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, Jill Scott is an inspiration to a lot of women.
She should
Motivation.
be.
Especially
And she
when
bad. And she bad. And the body bad. And she pretty. And I got a thing for Jill Scott. Especially after I lost Serena Williams to the struggle. You know what I mean? She went ahead and got married on me. But I still got Jill Scott in.
Yeah. You know, I'm sorry to hear about that whole thing. I mean,
Venus is singing.
good luck with that. Okay, so let's get to you
I'm moving
guys.
right along.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you want to start. I'd like to start with, outside of your creative talents, it's interesting that you started a podcast. What, are you guys a year in on S Street Media? Are we 6 months? Where are you?
Nah, we more like 2 years.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't, you know, I apologize. Time just
Nah,
keeps
it's
whipping
cool.
around. What made you start a podcast?
Mathematics.
Okay.
Good job.
What happened was, you know, Stuck B, and you know, Paper Rock podcast I got doing. My name is Stuck B. My brother is Sean Price. He passed away in 2015.
Rest in peace.
Sorry.
Peace.
After that, you know, I was trying to dip and dap in the music. I thought I wanted to do it with the boot camp, but then like when I just seen how people was moving, I was just like, nah, let me just try it myself. And then a couple of upcoming producers, like shout out to my man Jigs Diamonds, he gave me a
Oh,
beat.
Chuck's Diamonds. We love him. We already had. I love him. Continue.
He gave me a beat, and I went to Coney Island and my man Bam Crib. Shout out to my man Bam, in Coney Island houses, and my man Fever. So we went to the studio to record the joint called Bars. My man did the hook. Then he ain't come back to come do the hook. He told me I had to do it myself. I'm like, bro, I ain't a good hook master. You know what I mean? My voice don't sound good or whatever. He like, hey, you got no choice. You got to do it. So I laid it down. Then I finished it at Mike Hand's crib.
I love Mike Hands. Shout out to Mike Hands. It's all in the family. I love
Right.
this. Absolutely.
Big go.
Yeah.
So then I went to Mike Hand's crib to record it all over again. And I laid my second verse down. And then here I am today, 2020, Stuck B.
I love the recap. That was quick because some people it's like long-winded. You know, they just it's I want to kill myself. You know, I have no problem throwing myself on the floor.
Yeah, I can say it. I can talk for days, but it's, you know, long story short.
What's
that's
your
how we
sign?
do that. Leo.
Really? When's your birthday?
It's last week Saturday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Leo gang.
Leos are in the house apparently.
Mine
Todd-
was Sunday.
Your birthday too? So how does that work? A lot of times, you know, when you are the same sign, it's either amazing or you want to kill each other. How's it working, being the same sign? How's the energy?
Well, we've been friends for over 20-something years. I think it's working out pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's working out pretty good. You know what I mean? You know, I have my own personality. He has his own, and it doesn't clash at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's good.
Thank God, 'cause that's half the
Not to
problem.
mention respect is big. I mean, from my point of view, his standpoint, and we respect each other.
Big T.
It's a big deal.
Baby
It's a big deal. I'll take your plate whenever you're done.
He ain't finished. He got one potato salad on it.
Yeah, what?
I usually always
hey.
leave like a spoon of food on the thing. Somebody told me you're supposed to always leave a spoon of food on the plate. I kind of just do it.
What's the not stipulation? What is it? you know, when a cat like crosses your path, what is that? Superstition. There you go. So who told you that? Like, what's the whole theory behind
I
that?
just heard it. I'm not a student.
I tell you, my grandmother would tell you, you better eat that cheese, beans, hot potato, that's all. Let me have food for years.
Nah, he left a piece of egg, so you better eat
You left the egg too? Let me say that as a Jamaican. You left the egg.
The egg.
Who left the egg? Then how am I then waste the egg, so?
Thank you.
Oh man, I totally left my water and my drink over there.
So, you know what's interesting? You know, when you open things like, you know, Pepsi, if it's not consumed, you too, you're guilty of this. If people, I only have like 3.5
Hey, watch this. I gotta
sodas.
take my time. You give me liquor. I do not drink liquor. You influencing me to drink.
Oh, bad bitch.
My name's Spliff Star, not Spliff Liquor.
Liquor star.
Listen, Jenna.
Bottom line is people ask for 2 or 3 of things and then they leave them around and then the soda gets a little stale and then there's no more Pepsi. It's like a fit in the back. So I just want to make sure. I hope someone's not stealing your water. You know how that goes. You put it down.
I hope nobody ain't spitting in my cup.
Nah.
You left your drink too? You
Yeah.
got nothing.
You poured me a drink and a water. I'm over here.
I can't. There's no one to even help you fix the situation. I mean, because everybody's situated to film. I mean, you just set yourself up for the big.
That is all the way fact.
Yeah, big L.
Where the boy did?
Rest in peace.
I have a quick question for you. You know what? Yes, rest in peace. Okay. You're on your toes today. This is what I'm curious about, and obviously maybe a little sensitive, but I do think I should ask. His death was sudden, your brother, right? So I think with what's going on with COVID, and anything, you can get into a car and not make it home. Anything can happen to you. So how was that? Was there a lot of unfinished business? Not so much as the personal, but you were there to watch the creative component. Was there a lot that you felt was left on the table?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a lot more. It was to the point where I was talking to him about like, yo, bro, it's time to definitely take it to the next level. You need to get an accolade, you know what I mean? Some kind of award for this music that you've been putting out for over 20-something years. But they really started recognizing him at Sean Price, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing it, it's like rock from Helter Skelter since like '96. So, yeah, it was a lot of unfinished business that he was at handy, but unfortunately, he ain't wake up, so.
Fortunate though for you is that the music, I'm sure there's a lot of unreleased music that you have access to.
Not Stuck B, I have access to only the Stuck B music, you know what I'm saying? Bernadette have access to all Sean Price music, all rights, reserved. Anything titled with Sean Price, it goes through her.
Okay, but there's still music that people can expect to hear hopefully down the road.
Yeah, I think he's probably gonna drop like music, probably a good 3-4 more hours worth of music left.
Blood shot. This dude was a workaholic.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Now he got mad music, like I'm saying, and some of the joints that not even released right now, like.
Yeah, do you know the name of the studio he was in Queens?
Goblin.
I went in there. You go upstairs, the steps must have left, look like a trap.
That's it. That is the setup.
But he was dedicated in there. Like, it's crazy to me that I was just with him like maybe a week or 2 weeks before that time there. And I went to go see him in the studio. We vibed out for mad hours. I went to his crib out there, and he sat in my car with me, and I played my mixtape for him. You know, I always respect Sean Price as a lyricist. You know, he's Boot Camp Clinic is that's like I'm #1 fan. Like all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole family. Like they niggas would have shows, and I bet you they look in the crowd and see me on the side of the stage somewhere.
Facts.
All the time.
I used to see you back in the day.
Yes, because I love Boot Camp. They was my shit. So, but as I got into business and stuff, and I started hanging around his brother, which I looked up to when it came to this rhyming shit. So I played it for him. And said if I played him about 9 songs, he liked 7 of them shits. And every time he see me, he would repeat it. And he only heard the song maybe once or twice. But he remember the verse and he'll tell me the shit that I don't even remember. But when I have people like him telling me, yeah, Spliff, Or brother, like another person I respect so much on that mic is Jada Kiss. I call him the hitman in New York.
Right.
And when Jada Kiss comes to me, he says Spliff Star whole 16. That means he was sitting there, he really took his time and he listened to that shit. And he spit it back to me. Now these are people I consider some of the best to touch the mic.
Right.
You feel me? Yo, I be feeling like they make me want to go to the studio. I go to the studio now, I do 4 songs, 5, maybe 6 songs in a day.
So even being Spliff Star the General, traveled the world, rocked numerous stages with one of the best to ever do a bust.
The best hype man I ever heard. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Best.
And I was looking at, yeah, we salute that, salute. I had already recognized from when he was doing it with the squad that this dude was a lyricist and had it. And was always looking for it. So I see why.
The Flipmode album, I would say, I was getting my practice on. Because I'm making I'm turning from a street dude to a rapper.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was making my transition, and I used to look up, of course, Busta doing his thing, but my Digga was amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? I see why Digga made niggas rip their sheet up that they wrote their rhyme up and write another one. Because she just came out the booth and they're smoking there. And we got no fire extinguisher, man. It's smoking there. Don't even go in there. And the only reason why I was saying, Busta, he was good at this shit. And, Busta's shit is a little bit more harsh. He go do his thing. I said, all right, but it was something about Digga. It was just different. You know what I mean? Busta, he had the lyrics character, then you have Lord of Mercy, he was another character, Rampage, he was like that B-boy type rapper, and then you had Baby Sham, that was dope to me, Bridge, Queensbridge type of shit. But Rod Digga, dog, I couldn't believe that this type of skill was coming out of female so harsh.
Rapping like a dude.
So harsh, and I was so blessed to be around MCs like that. And as my travels, I met other MCs that I figured so dope. Sean Price was definitely one of those guys.
Fire.
You know what I mean? May he rest in peace.
Rest in
And his
peace.
name gonna live on because I go to places right now, you play a Sean Price record, they want you to play like half of this nigga's CD. They don't want 1 2 records. They get mad for that. Like, yo, play this, play that.
Next track coming down.
Like you know what I mean? Might as well have a Sean Price day every year. Might as well.
Yeah, well, we having that this Saturday coming up at the river, man, Kingston and Bergen.
Boom. Now watch Spliff Star right there, big ball. You know what's that?
And you pull up too. If you're free that
You
day.
said Sunday?
Saturday.
August 8th.
Everybody is welcome
It's
to
from
come.
7 p.m.
But it's like a kid's thing. I can bring my daughter with a mask. Is it
You
adult?
can bring
Is it
your
adult?
bring your
Okay,
daughter.
yeah.
All is welcome, and everybody know not to come out there with that nonsense because we out there to celebrate the life.
Now, why would
of the
anybody
legend.
want to come with nonsense?
There's
when you know
always
people
somebody.
are stoned
Every
and
year,
sowing the nonsense.
every year somebody get punched in the face, bro.
Look, I'm gonna say this because I tell you, don't come with the nonsense because the people that's throwing it is with the nonsense.
Lord.
If that make any sense to you, don't come with the nonsense because the people that's throwing it is with the nonsense. All right, so everybody that should see it in your church streets.
But as y'all was giving up all of that love for P and asking about this or saying it should be a P day,
Yeah.
and that's happening, you brought to mind. Last year we was passing around a petition to name the block after P.
They should
Yeah.
have.
You got any updates on that?
It should be done.
Blogs. It could be done.
That should be done.
It will be
We
something.
write a little hate letter to, and we get it done with us Punk de Blasio's in the office. I'm sorry. We write a formal letter to
A
the
proposal.
Mayor de
mayor
Blasio.
right now. While he's still here with us, while he's still gracing us with his presence,
Go
we
through
need
the
to
proper
get this
channels,
handled. Because he will give it to us because he's all about that.
The people.
Right? It's the whole Happy situation with his kids, and he's sure be working. I want to make that happen. So let me know where you're at with that, and we'll figure it out. We'll call up Mrs. James, Letitia, just give her a little buzzy buzz, and I think that's it. You just make a little couple calls.
Yeah,
And,
give them a little nudge, a little push.
I mean, they're
In
painting
direction.
Black Lives Matter all over the place, right in front of the Trump Plaza, which is hysterical to me. And I think that they would be happy to do that, honestly.
Well, my question is, what they getting out of that though, by painting that on the street, by his building or what? Like, what's happening behind that?
You started it. We only have another 7.5 minutes, and we can cover that.
We can do it.
Of course, you can.
I want to
So
tell you,
what?
I think sometimes, you know, it's almost like when your mother gave you some ice cream or something to keep you quiet. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ate that.
That's what it is. I don't mind giving you a little bit because I ate so much.
Right.
You feel me? I write Black Lives Don't Matter in the street. They have people that's coming and throwing paint on it.
Right.
And the police is like this, acting like they trying to stop us.
Right.
I watched
Come on, we do it. And he acting for this
No
my
effort.
brother. That shit on the street means nothing. People walk on that.
There you go.
Spit on that. Shit on
you.
that. The
Spit
dog
on my
come by,
grave.
finally.
Put it
Some
on
white
my
racist
back,
man walking
face.
the dog. They probably stop there at late night and let the dog pee and shit on it. I'm not worried about that. No
Right.
fucking paint is making nothing different, bro. Okay, the difference, the change is gonna come within people. Period.
Finances, money, and how you spend it.
With people, okay? There's too much rat race. Yo, look,
Too much
ain't
black
no more,
white.
ain't no more me really saying about the white man.
Mm.
Fuck that, white man ain't never did nothing to me. A nigga that shot me before looked just like me. Okay? I remember a police to run me down like 12 fucking
It's
blocks.
closed, right? There's nothing, nobody else is in there, right? Huh?
And I remember a white officer doing his job because he's a cop, and the black officer was overdoing his authority.
Seen that before.
That shit hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like, why you so extra with it? And this one here, even if it's a mind thing, brother, he just fucked my mind up, got me looking at you crazy. Because you have no, what's it called? No passion, you have no, it's the word I'm looking for.
Empathy.
Empathy, all right, yes, empathy. Fuck sympathy, empathy at least, right? So, Bob, our people, us, we are accepting people. We accept.
To a fault.
And it's a gift and a curse that we accept. It doesn't matter if you was white, Asian, don't matter. You'll make you homeboy. If you're a badass female, we'll hit that. Do a cool ass white boy come party with me. We'll be probably fuck around and turn Muslim.
But don't say the N-word.
Right? But we don't say the N-word, I hear you. But even that, I can't tell my white homeboy, and he hang around me every day and he sing hip hop music and the whole thing. He say, you can't be saying that word. When he see me and you calling each other that don't make sense. We contradicting ourselves.
You still can't say it.
No, watch this. But who? No, but I'm not a nigga. I'm a black man. A nigga's a nigga with no understanding. A nigga's a fucking fool. A nigga's who shortcut. A nigga half steps. I'm not a nigga. I'm a black man. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna take that no way. Because in these days, we have white niggas. Blue eye, blonde hair, white niggas.
Indeed.
Niggas never been a color. That word never been a color. That word defines an action.
A mind state.
Okay? So therefore, he ain't talking to me. He talking to his mother. He talking to his mother, not me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fact.
He looking for me to act like a nigga. Police stopped me last night on some dumb shit. Locked me up for a little bit of bud. I smoke weed. Ain't no officer on
You
my
took it
man.
all the way there?
Yeah, but you know what? That's Jersey police. And I ain't mad at him. He did his job. My man plates was fucked up. His license fucked up. We gave him all rights to search and do everything else after that. Right? So boom. Once he smelled the weed and all this extra shit, you about to go in my pocket. Yo, I got a spliff on me. I smoke weed. Well, unfortunately, in Jersey, this is a crime you have to take. It took me in, but I swear to you, this don't sound above. This is the most respectful arrest I ever had in my life.
In Jersey.
But 3 white cops, the sergeant and two cops. But we had good convo. He told me straight up, he said, listen, You ain't got no warrants? I ain't got no warrants, brother. I have a career. I don't have no warrants and shit like that, you know. He says, okay, then he looks up. I don't see nothing on you. Your name is not coming up. I'm saying, what? Yeah. What do you mean? He said, but you searching in Jersey. Brother, this is New Jersey. I never got a ticket in Jersey. Nothing.
Right.
I'm clean out here. So then I said, no, try Brooklyn and stuff, bro. Pop, I pop up. You know what I mean? I'm like, I popped up so much, I'm like pimples on the white boy face. That's how much I popped in the video. So watch this. They took me to the precinct. He said, yo, I'm just gonna take your fingerprint. I didn't have my ID on me. So he said, I'm gonna just take your fingerprint, take some pictures of you, and you're gonna get a summons. You gotta go to court for this. He said, don't worry, I'm gonna tell the DA that shit out. But I had to play the part because my camera's on. The Sarge told me that. Now they find out who I am. Come on that room, man. Sit in this room, relax. Before they wanted me to drink the water from the fucking cell. Now they passed me the cold water.
Yeah, right, put some respect on his neck.
Yeah, they gave me the cold water. It's like apologizing a million times. Then the Sarge said, yo, one of your records is one of my wife's favorite records. I said, no.
Here we go.
And he said, you know what he said? Baby, give it to me. He said, you was younger in that one, huh? I said, yeah, you know, I'm good. He said, y'all know, you been through this. Can you take a picture?
Oh.
Ask you for a fucking picture.
Is it the mugshot? Are you in the mugshot with me like this?
No, we took a picture, walked me outside the street, and asked for a couple of pictures. I was like,
can I go home?
Picture? I said, okay, so that's your question.
After these pictures.
If I give you my picture,
Can I go home?
yeah, I've been through all this. I'm real stressed right now. My head hurts. Is there any way, Sarge, that you think you just give me like a little bit of my weed I can roll up real quick? Yo, the Sarge, you know when you laugh hard, you do that pig sound?
Yeah.
Yo, that nigga did that shit. He said, I like you, guy. You gotta look up. He told the guy who arrested me, he said, you gotta look out for him in court. You gotta look out for him in court. I like you, guy. So, my moral of the story is, sometimes it's the approach. See, the thing is that I dealt with it like a black man. So he treated me like a black man. He treated me like a man. If I'd have act like a nigga, I would have got treated like a nigga. That's what my whole thing is. That's the whole story. That's what it boiled down to. Period. How they say you get more honey's beans, the sweetness, whatever.
Honey than vinegar, right? Some shit like that.
Vinegar is not there.
What is it then?
You attract more flies with honey than
Yeah, there you go.
Right, but the vinegar was in it. Listen, I have
No,
3 more
it is.
minutes with
That's
you. Okay.
I'm sorry.
3 minutes? What's going on?
No, we have, this is white people time. So this is what we're gonna do, because a quick, it's one answer, and then we're gonna go past this. We spoke to, maybe you can give us something. All right, what's your favorite Spliff collab on any level? That's it, one situation.
It's collab.
Yeah.
Video or music?
Oh, video, that's what I hear about video, sorry, video, yeah, bang.
I don't know. That was one of my favorites right there.
I like Make It Clap.
I like that too.
That's
It's all
my shit.
inappropriate. Listen, I'm not playing Family Feud with you. Because done. All right. So the next question.
Yeah.
Cha cha cha.
It's ridiculous. I like that. That's another good one. I like. I always like when he's like Alfred Hitchcock or weird.
Nah, Make
somewhere in
It
the
Clap.
club.
The
It's
cadence,
great.
the balls on that one was
Easy.
crazy. I mean, crying. Let's.
You know, they're causing a lot of drama here. I'm trying to talk to you, Mr. Marvel, and it's funny because I'm an asshole. I really am not good with certain movies and genres. I've never watched.
This is lit.
Appreciate
I
you. I
thought
was
he was a
gonna blow
Ninja
you
Turtle.
up.
I
She
thought he was a
said.
Ninja Turtle.
You doing Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, she was trying to get on me. She said, "Yo, so I'm gonna bring that up for the joint." I said, "What you do know what we
Yo,
did
when he
before we
went,
get on the camera."
when he was cutting through the project to meet me,
Yeah.
I was
Wearing this shirt.
I was
Say so.
right.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the green bench with the 2 ladies that they older, you know what I mean, my elders. They was like, "Yo, what was that guy with the green shirt? He looked like the Incredible Hulk." He started walking up. I said, "Oh, yo, Jada, you stupid. That's my bad thing."
I picked it up.
You called
Only
it.
I saw the hat. You know what I'm saying? But when I first saw it, I said, "Oh my God, I have that." I was like, "Are you Michelangelo? Like who are you?" You know what I'm saying?
Leonardo.
No, because you know what it was? I have a say I have that stupid thing where like you have a million different games on one console. It's like $35 for like all the games.
Yeah.
So I'm still stuck on Sonic the Hedgehog #2 with like Knuckles, whatever. He never helps you. Not Knuckles. What's the one with Tails? He always holds you up. They can't carry you nowhere. The whole thing's a shit show. But it's reminiscent of that. Enough about the shirt because we could be here all day about that.
Right.
What are you working on? What I like about your page, and I stalk you religiously. We've had this conversation for at least a year.
A lot of love. It go both ways. I be all on you. Yeah, I mean, that's
That's
how I know it was in the hotel room and they had the lady outside. And so, yeah, on there, dude. It's so, yo, it's very entertaining. But we're moving along.
That Jenna After Dark hashtag gets me in a lot of trouble. Let me just tell you
Stalking each
something.
other.
Absolutely. And you know, it's sometimes, you know, it's like two ships in the night. And we're going to keep it professional.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You have to keep it professional because if it goes left, you'll be on Judge Mathis with me.
Indeed.
It's a joke from last week, 2 weeks ago. It's every other week. But anyway, back to you. What are you working on right this second? Because again, the whole point of me stalking his page, there's new music like every third day, which I think is important. It's nice to hold one song, but just to keep promoting, whether it's different sections of the song or however you want to call it, verses.
Well, let me get into that real quick.
Yes.
We came into this and decided that we was gonna set everything on fire. The bro told you he was a late bloomer. I'm pretty much a late bloomer. It's like we making up for lost time. I'm back here, we doing it, and between my releases, his releases, collabos, and features, it's just constant music ready to come out. So he just released a couple of joints, and of course I go through and cover that. You know what I mean? Blocks on Fire. What's the other one that's coming out? They're about to shoot the vid for?
Who Outside?
Who Outside. At the same time, I dropped Everglades USA, Sweet, and How to Rap featuring him in Illinois. I got a new joint about to drop now, and that's basically gonna be centered around police brutality and how we've been getting the short end of the stick for a very long time. It's called Live at 5, and it's not something that I just pinned up now. It's been sitting in the chamber for a couple of years, but it's ready to go now. We're gonna release that, and I just released like an oldie but goodie joint called The Face of God. You know what I mean? With the self-titled video as well as the LP. All of that shit is out streaming everywhere, available for sale, stream, download. Fuck with us. If you ain't fucking with us, we ain't fucking with you. Y'all know what you could do.
Biggest obstacle with COVID at this point, it's like 3 or 4, I don't even know what month it is. It's like 3 or 4 months of being kind of under wraps and limited to studios.
Right.
And thank you, because my math has always been suspect. I don't know how that got out of high school. Biggest obstacle you can answer, either of you can answer, biggest obstacle though thus far over the last 4 months?
Creating, just writing. I have a project that I'm working on too, but I haven't even been to the studio and recorded yet. I got an EP coming out soon. It's gonna be, I titled it I Am Legend Brother.
When you go to the studio, I want you to take those mic comments because you don't know how people are living their life. There's shit all over the place. What do you want? We have plenty. Okay. All right. So listen, we have to kind of chop this up. I didn't give you as much time as I would have liked. And
so we need to come back and
no,
get
you can come back, but we're gonna sit on your show. We're gonna come in, hang out with you guys, and I think that's gonna be interesting because you're gonna be interviewing us.
All right, well, let me hit this real quick.
Please.
I would say that the biggest obstacle that we had has been no obstacle because we've been moving at a rapid rate still. He already had music recorded, ready to go. I had music recorded, ready to go. And you know what I mean? The way that we live our life is already at a physical distance and where we don't have everybody and anybody in and around us, period. So it ain't been that much of a drastic change, you know what I mean? But we felt right in line and we still doing our show, the Fuck Out of Here show, live streaming.
On X Street Media, but right now we quarantine edition still. But we'll be back out here, we'll be back on the air in September.
I love it. Tell people they can find you if they haven't been, you know, again, I say stalking, following, you don't want to come across as nuts, I don't care. Where can they find you?
You can follow me on Instagram at stuck_b_FOH. The podcast is spelled FUKKKOUTTAHERE on Instagram.
I love the innuendo. I love the innuendo. Please, where can they find you?
Right. And my shit is Thunny Brown. Well, you can find me Thunny Brown everywhere. That's on all social media platforms. It's THUNNY Brown, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You know what I mean? The Gmail. If you got anything important to talk about, you trying to book the peoples, same thing goes, man. And you already know. It's the Fuck Out of Here show. Subscribe.
And just understand, this fees for all of this. Like, you're not just, oh my God, that seems like it's such a dope show. Let me call up and no. This fees for all these interviews, and it's ridiculous because, and I'm not trying to be mean, but some of you have been listening to your own music for the last 3 or 4 months, and you should know that you should hang it up. Now, if you want to come out and torture me, we need to be paid for that. If I have to sit here and listen to 2 songs, and then you know if you suck when you come out and I'm talking about, you know, random stuff. I haven't even mentioned your music. I'm doing you a favor. Giving you time to grow. So in 5 years, when you look back at this interview, you don't want to stab me in the face. All right, listen. We're taking literally like a 5-minute break. That's it. It's like a little, you know what I'm saying? Because we are, the white half is mortified. What do you mean it's over? We've been here talking. Ellen DeGeneres would have you on her show for 7.5 minutes, and that's in between a commercial break. You know how this goes. Am I wrong? Is it me?
Well, listen, I'm glad that I had a chance to come on and kick it with y'all. I enjoyed the food. This was very entertaining, and I enjoyed the whole experience in here rocking with the legendary Spliff star.
Wow. Love you like cook food. You already
Love no bread.
Let's take pictures. Are we ready to go into commercial break? All right, let's do it. Let's just take a couple of pictures and